imeenda.
Mike.
Imeenda. Rusha kitu ndani. Hello guys, good morning this beautiful morning. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back for those who have been watching me. David is Marwa. I really appreciate you each and every day for the support you give this channel by watching my videos, leaving lovely comments, liking, sharing videos, and to the new viewers, I appreciate you for taking your time to stop and watch this video. Please consider subscribing and watch till the end, guys. Watch till the end. First of all, it is a beautiful morning. We are going to go through a whole routine, my whole daily routine with my dogs. That is Bruce and Whisky. Bruce being the brown one, Whisky is the black one. They are male and female, brother and sister, for those who didn't know that already. So it is early in the morning at around 6:30, and as you can see, there are slippers everywhere in the compound. That means the dogs were busy at night. If you leave your slippers outside and you have dogs, you expect them to munch on the slippers. So ideally in the morning, I usually wake up because they usually sleep indoors. I let them out, as you can see, to at least to have some little playtime. But at the moment they are a little aggressive because Whisky is 1 year old. She's having a second period, so the hormones are raging for both of them, for both Bruce and Whisky. There have been a couple of dog fights in the compound between them and our other dog, who is known as Scooby. Black and white dog is also somewhere in the picture. So as you can see, this is what usually happens. I wake up, let them stretch a little, but unfortunately for today, I didn't have the ball. I kind of misplaced it. We could have been playing fetch, but I can see they're still enjoying themselves. So I'll be waiting for someone to help me do the cleaning during the course of the morning. Then we'll have a short practice session. We'll do some security training. After that, we'll have some other exercises, some other just fun exercises to do with your dogs. Then after that, we'll go on a walk, and today the walk will be a little different. I've decided I want to start taking them off leash walks, so I'll be going with Whisky first on her own, because of the fact that also she's on a menses. When they're together, they're usually a lot more aggressive. So apart from that, briefing for my viewers, I know I had promised puppies in February, but I have some sad news from my neighbor Samaria, who gave me on YouTube. He goes by the name Mangidi One Doctor, who we did the first video with him on YouTube, where I was helping him build new homes for his dogs. So his German Shepherd dog Becky delivered some puppies late in January. Delivered 6 puppies, 1 female, 5 males. Unfortunately, the female puppy died on the first day. The 5 males survived, but on the day that I had gone to visit Samaria, they had died the previous day. It was so unfortunate. So I didn't see the need of posting the sad news. It is just to inform you that, but we are still expecting puppies from other sources. Guys, don't lose hope. As for Whisky, I think by mid this year she'll be ready. As you can see, Bruce is attempting something, although I cannot allow brother and sister to mate. Immediately I see that happen, I will intervene. But you will get puppies. What I am yet to determine is which breed I will take Whisky to. Currently, I have been told of a very, 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 very big, beautiful German Shepherd somewhere around the village, and I am considering that. But I think before I take her there, she'll need to have a thorough health check, get some injections, and I'll update you guys on what will transpire that time. So keep watching the video. There are some fun moments going forward, and I'll also still be commenting. Thank you guys. Stay tuned. So guys, as you can see, this is our farm. The oranges were initially very healthy, but they got a very funny disease, and most of them are dried up. They do not give any more fruits. The reason why I usually wake up this early in the morning is to listen to the bird sounds and the very peaceful environment in the morning, and part of that is usually brought by the trees. So I think in due time we'll have to replace the trees or plant new ones at another environment, because I believe if it was a disease and it might be still there in the soil, unless you give it some time to wear off or spray some pesticides. So the morning is we are still waiting for the guy to come through. He usually milks the cow in the morning. So after milking the cow, we'll bring the cow out with the calf to feed. Then from there is when we'll proceed to he'll proceed to do the cleaning, while either I keep the dogs busy or we'll have to tie them down and help each other with the cleaning. So that is what I'm waiting for at the moment, as the dogs are playing. But I can see at least they are calm. There is no reason for them. They're not agitated as I thought they would be. So he is through, as you can see. The dogs have even noticed that something has changed. When he's around like that, they'll be a little bit more active, because they know after the cleaning they're going back into the houses. So let's wait for him to finish. So it's around 7. They are done with the milking. The cows are about to come out. Let's wait, see what happens. The puppies are usually aggressive, but today let's see. Let's hope they won't be aggressive because they've been playing for 30 minutes straight. They should be very tired by now. Very tired. So guys, by now you can see they're exhausted. They have nowhere else to do, nothing else to do but sit. And by this time, if I had some leftover food at night, I would have given them and then taken them for an early walk in the morning. But for today, we have other things planned. We have some activities first, and I'll be, instead of feeding them one meal, I'll be giving them treats at some point. So they'll feed while playing at the same time. Keep watching, guys. Watch till the end, guys.
Wewe! 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 Wewe!
So the cow and the dogs have a long running beef from when they were puppies. About when I brought Bruce in, that was in March, May or April last year. So the cow used to bully them. So you can see they've grown big. So they are more aggressive. They are more vengeful. They don't forget. They don't forget their friends. They don't forget their enemies. And the same for the cow. Since the cow
Umetumwa?
birthed the calf, she's more protective and more aggressive to
Oh,
the
ni
dogs.
wewe.
So every morning, I usually avoid this scenario by putting the dogs back in when the cow is out, or I usually give them a long walk outside, as I had said, to avoid that interaction with, because both dogs they become very aggressive and they team up. But if it is one, it is very easy to command. But in fact, there were not two dogs, there were three dogs. Scooby was the ringleader. Like, as you can see, he's always mischievous, looking for to spark some trouble. And as you can see, yes, there he is. He's the one who started the barking before the other dogs joined in. But that is good because he's also like that towards intruders. He'll always be the first one to notice that there is someone in the compound. He does not segregate whether it
Whisky.
is someone they know or they don't know. As long as you touch the gate, Scooby will react, and that will trigger a chain of events that will also cause the other dogs to bark. So my fear usually is
Sit.
that I can't leave them all
Whisky.
at once
Sit.
outside, because Scooby can incite them to even attack our cow, as you can see, to even attack someone who is friendly to the compound. So that is why We usually have a lot of exercises in the morning. I wake up very early, clean their houses, give them a walk. But for today, we'll be doing something different. But it is still healthy for the dogs so that they can be totally exhausted at night and they can stay in their kennels till morning without incident. So let's keep waiting. The guy who's been helping me with the cleaning is almost done. After he's done, we'll be moving on to another activity. Keep watching, guys. Kindly keep watching and watch till the end. There's a lot more to come. A lot more to come for you
Sit.
guys.
Eh? Dada yuko?
So as you can see, even the activity has gone down. They are exhausted. Some water, maybe a few motivational snacks. Then we'll begin. But let's begin with the water. I'll first organize for a fresh drinking bowl of water. Then we'll continue with the exercises. Hello, so the guy who was supposed to help me is running a little bit late. So I had to intervene. I'll be doing cleaning where he left off, so that when he comes back, we just continue with the show. Keep watching, guys. Keep watching, guys. My cameraman is not a good, a professional cameraman. He needs to be followed up. This is his first day holding a camera. You can see he even put his thumb there. But it will work out. Keep watching, guys. Watch till the end. Watch till the end. There's a lot more. And that is it. My Bruce is not a dirty dog. He only will have one episode of one bowel movement, I think at night, and that is if I delay to wake up. Most of the time, if I wake up at 5:30 and let him out, he usually does his business outside. So I think we are done. Let's wait, and we'll be doing some agitation training next with both Bruce and Whisky. Let's see if they can bite. Let's see if they can bite, guys.
Inakujua. Inakujua. Inakujua.
Kama unanijua.
Jina kujua. Jina kujua, si unaona? So nichukue shot. Nichukue shot. Ah, shit.
Zoom.
Bana.
Karibu, naogopa.
Wow. Zido mtu wangu.
Siwezi weka shot. So guys, this agitation training actually paid off. We had an intruder last week. Someone walked into the compound and fell asleep, although he claimed that he was drunk, but I did not believe that. So what happened is that when Bruce was released from his kennel, as is the routine in the evening, he sniffed him out. And when he got in, the guy tried to fight Bruce off by kicking Bruce, and Bruce got a hold of his leg. But by that time I had had the commotion. I arrived at the scene, and I picked the guy up. And fortunately, it's a person I know, but he's a person who has very many stories. You know, in Africa, we are not afraid of thieves at night alone. the other people, the other animals who move around at night, or the other people who move around with animals at night.
Unaipea roho, unaambia attack.
English, I was told they are called
Ameja kuzoea.
hyena farmers. So to deter hyena farmers, you need very good dogs, and I think Bruce proved his pedigree. So we are waiting for Clark to prove it as well.
Toka.
So after a little rest in their kennels and a little water and a little some snacks, they are back
Unit
outside.
sharp.
We want to do some tricks with them, some small training, but we'll be using any equipment that is available at home. As you can see, we have a half-cut barrel, a motorcycle tire, a piece of log, and something to use as our table for Clark to climb. And as you can see, Clark is very good at that. He's even managed to get to the top of the vehicle. I think next we want him to get to the roof. That is amazing. That is amazing, guys. But Whisky is not yet at her level. Whisky is not that flexible. I think it's because he's heavier. He prefers other intense activities. So we'll be having the dogs one by one. I think I'll have to lock one up so that they can concentrate. It is usually very difficult for them to concentrate on anything when they are together. And especially at the moment, as I told you, Whisky is at that time of growth at 1 year. So the hormones are disrupting, I think, Bruce. He won't be able to concentrate with Whisky dashing around. And also, it's by now it's about 10 a.m. in the morning. So there is a lot of commotion outside, a lot of commotion. People walking, people shouting, people playing loud music. So let me lock one up first in the kennel so that I can at least proceed to do some basic exercises so that I can exhaust them completely before we go out for our day's walk. Because when we usually go for these walks, when the dog is exhausted, it is usually better because they'll be calm, relaxed. They won't be rushing around at any given opportunity. So let's give them some water, then we put them back inside and see what happens. Put one back inside so that we can have one doing tricks. But in the meantime, let me see how they behave in front of a mirror. Last time, you remember, Bruce broke a mirror somewhere. Let me see if they see their reflections in the window, what will happen. Yeah, exactly.
Kuna msee anakukol. Kuna msee anakupigia.
Nani?
Todo sijui amekata antidote. Zitapasua kio sai.
So you can see the dogs are not used to their reflection. I don't know how in future we will handle that. Maybe I should take them to the river more often, they see their reflections. Or I don't know what you guys think. Someone with an answer can give a comment, because this is the bigger they get, I think the more closer they will be able to get to these windows, and they will be even seeing human reflections or animal reflections in the windows. And I would not like for them to
Dogina
get
kunywa maji
injured
kama beast
or to cause a loss on our side. So if you know how to deal with that issue of reflections and dogs, please comment. Let me know how you deal it with your dog, so that I can solve my problem. But I think the next step is we go for further exercises before the sun gets hot. These days it's been blazing hot. It is end of February and early March, and we still don't have rain. We've planted, but there's still no rain.
Guy. Buda. Mokoro amejam. Anauliza rada ni gani? It can kill somebody. COVID. It can kill somebody.
Break. Please. Sit. Hauna hata.
Iko sawa.
Please. Sit. Bruce, kuja. Whisky. Ndani. Ina ndani. Whisky. Ndani. Bruce.
Unajua nafikiria dogi kwa huko.
Please. Simple solution. Please. Bruce, let's sit. Please. All right, please. Please. Sit. Bruce. Stay. Please. Let's sit. Let's. Sit. Let's. Sit. Nini mbaya? Mchoko. Let's. Mtoka na food. Let's. Sit. So just random exercises to see if we can follow instructions, and also to give him his meal for the day. So I'm holding a cup full of beef that has been cut. So that is what we'll be using as his treats, and you can see he's very eager. He almost knocked it down already. The first thing, you don't need to tell him when he sees a cup is sit, because he knows anytime he sits he gets something. You can see that he knows that he needs to relax in order for him to get a treat. So that is why I usually like for them to run around in the morning, get exhausted, so that you You don't find him when he's highly active, because these are very, very active dogs, hyperactive dogs. Hyperactive dogs. And as you can see, Bruce was in his kennel and he's just come out and he's doing his business. I told you guys he's a very clean dog, very clean dog. Let's try to teach him something new. Going through the tire, this is the first time. He's having some trouble with that, but he will make it. At that moment, I did not realize that maybe it is the side at which I am giving instructions to the dog. So in such a case, when you try, maybe you're standing on the left side, like for me, I was standing on that side. So yeah, you can see he made an attempt, but you can also change and stand on the other side and exclude the person holding the tire. But because one hand was on the cap and one needed to hold a treat, I needed to be there. But you can see on coming back it is easier. When you're on the dog's right side, it is easier. You can see. Let's continue, guys, watching. Let's keep watching. Give comments and solutions, especially for this area of training that we have. It is not that much well developed, but we are trying our best so that our dogs can have fun, guys. Our dogs can have fun. When a quick story is that when I was starting the channel, I had a vision of eradicating mongrels in the village, and so far I've been seeing very, very many exotic breeds at our village, which is encouraging, because the other dogs, it's not that I don't like them, but they are very difficult to train. And I have also told you that there are people in our environment here in Africa, in African villages. There are people who want to be who must be treated like animals, because what they do is very unfortunate. So the local breeds usually run away very fast. They're easy to trick. Someone can just come with a piece of meat and throw it at the dog, a piece of meat with medicine. I'm not saying that exotic breeds are not susceptible to this, but from personal experience, I had a puppy, but it was a 4-month-old puppy which left the compound just for a few minutes, but came back vomiting, having blood in stool, and I realized that the dog had taken some poison within those few minutes. So there are people like that, because I've told you that recently Bruce caught someone. You might find that maybe he was used to sleeping in that area. It is just that we did not know that there was someone sleeping there. And maybe he feels that Bruce interrupted his sleep, so he might come back with some solutions of his own. And the first one is usually they try to give it some herbs or some enticements for meat. And that is why I am very sensitive with my dog. We are only 2 people who can handle the dogs. That is me and my cousin, the guy who was helping with the cleaning initially. And that is the reason. Because if you let someone come close to your dog, you never know what they are carrying, what they will give the dog. So I usually restrict. Their kennels are locked with padlocks, and there are only 2 keys, mine and for my cousin Emmanuel's, to help with the management of the dog. So you can see Bruce is still energetic, but you can imagine, guys, that this is feeding at the same time. We are feeding him at the same time we are playing. So it is a very good way of bonding with the dog. He gets used to to only getting food from my arm, but you can see Bruce is full. Usually does that when he's full. He doesn't want to play anymore. He will get the ball and stay with it for a few minutes longer. And that is when you start noticing that he is tired. So in such a case, we let him rest a bit. Can use his nose, lower his energy, then put him back into the kennel. And also we have some exercises with Clark, but you can see he's really eager. He really loves that ball. Unfortunately, we lost the ball during a trip recently. The ball fell into the river. So I am yet to find a substitute toy for Bruce. But I think whichever toy I get, it must be yellow. I don't know whether dogs have color vision, but I believe it will be yellow, because anything yellow usually excites the dog, excites Bruce. I mean, anything yellow. So guys, keep watching. I appreciate your support, guys. If it is your first time, subscribe. Consider subscribing. Share the video. If you've liked the video, leave a comment, guys. Leave a comment. There's more to come. More to come from David Ismarwa, guys. Keep watching.
Taenda juu itakuja kweli. Itaki kuiacha. Bruce. Hii ndio shida yake. Twende hiyo. Itaki kupiga sababu.
Unafanya mzaha na mbwa. Unafanya mzaha na mbwa. Utaumwa, utakuja ushangaa.
Fungulia zote. Twende nazo huko nyuma.
Hey guys, so it's Whisky's turn. Whisky is more energetic, more agile. Loves to jump a lot. I've tried to, as you can see, he even runs to the table himself. He gets up on his own. So he's usually very energetic, and you can imagine we already had a morning of very many activities they've been playing. But the good thing about Whisky is he's very good at following commands. Once he's learned something, he needs a very
Sasa unajua mimi naangalia kamera, siwezi angalia huko.
Very little reminding.
Mimi naangalia kamera, nikiangalia hapo unajua
to do it repeatedly. So we'll still be using the tools at our disposal. So the only thing that has changed is I've told the guy holding the tire to move to the other side, because I've noticed that the dogs are having it difficult with him or with our positioning. I've also changed the sides. That is the first attempt without clear instruction. Second attempt. This is the first time actually we are doing this. This is the first time. You can see he's done it from the other side, but he gets a reward either way. which is a good thing. And I told you, you only need to show him something once. Yeah, so the second time, he's already figured it out. That is Whisky is a very great dog. By the way, she's a, so the third time is a fail. She's a mix between the father was a South African Boerboel Mastiff. The mother was a German Shepherd female, and you can see she takes so much after the mother, but her size is what is impressive. Her intelligence is also very impressive. So we are still attempting, and I believe at this time maybe it is the positioning of also of the guy holding the wheel, because the dog is not comfortable. I believe the dog is not comfortable. Yeah, you see, from that side it is easier. That is why I said the first time, if you try something with the dog, because it's a brilliant dog, they know these things. If you try something, it doesn't work out, you change from the left side to the right side. You just switch sides first before you say that your dog doesn't know how to do something. You switch sides first, because the dog might be very good at doing something. Let's say spin.
Go.
You might be very good at doing it while rotating towards the right, and you're insisting on the dog to rotate towards the left, which is difficult. So you just understand the dog and teach him, especially if it is a skill you're teaching for the first time. So after when we are comfortable that she will be able to go through the tire, the next thing is that we want her to run and climb on top of the table, but I think she'll need some assistance, something to boost her jump. We'll intervene with the log again. But she's tried, although that is dangerous for her. We don't want her getting unnecessary injuries. So I think I just have to put for her safety and to make her task easy, I'll just have to get the log, because I know that she can do it. She, unlike Bruce, she's very flexible. I think for a moment, let's get the log. Let's just get the log. So aside from getting the log, we'll also change the positioning of the person holding the wheel. Let's see how she does from that angle, because we keep trying. These dogs are clever, so she's done it perfectly. What she's unable to do is get on the table, which I think is because she's not getting enough running distance to start with. But with the log, she'll be okay. So let me roll the log over so that the exercise can continue. So it is not very intense, as you can see. It is just basics, so that they can remember there is something else other than playing with each other. And they also know that these instructions end with a reward at the end. So let's keep watching, guys. Let's keep watching. If you are new to the video, subscribe and watch to the end. We still have a lot to come. In this video. So this is we are having our whole day with the puppies documented for today. Today is special for these dogs because actually it is their birthday, not their exact birth date, but they are 1 year old now. 1 year old. I did not get someone who knows how to bake a cake for dogs. But if I had found one, I think I would have baked two very beautiful cakes for the dogs and have them enjoy the day. But I think also this is a birthday enough. A reward enough, because I rarely get to spend all day with the dogs. I'm usually held up at work, But today I'll be spending the entire day with the dogs. And you can see Whisky, after getting the log, everything is now very, very, very simple. I think she managed to get to the roof once, but she's not willing to go back there again. I don't know why. But the intention is she should be able to follow someone even up to the roof if you're hiding on top of the roof, because I keep repeating, in Africa we have very strange behaviors in the village. You might find even someone hiding in your compound like we did, and he's seriously arguing with us that we are interrupting his sleep, and he's the one who is intruding somewhere he's not supposed to be. So you need good dogs to deal with such people, because such people, you can't talk to them and understand each other. They only, maybe they can understand when Bruce is speaking or Whisky is speaking to them, because like the experience I had with that guy, there's just some time you need to be to leave these well-trained dogs just to do the talking for you. The talking is usually very brief, and they understand usually the guy who's intruding into your space will understand that conversation very fast, very, very fast. Yeah, you can see that we are playing, a simple instruction like jump is very good. Because if a dog can jump, most likely she can understand biting, she can understand how to pull, because you can see these are things that I taught the puppies long ago. I've not been even reinforcing the activities, but she's able to do it. She's able to remember, and you can see even I'm not using treats. She's just following my hand. The treats, my hand is just luring her. So the treat will come when I notice that she's exhausted. As you can see, she's done a good job. So it is very, very important, very important. I'm so grateful that I have these dogs, especially at the moment. With the sun like this, there is a lot of cry for money. You might even find the guy, maybe I'm complaining that he's a hyena farmer. Maybe he was he had other ideas. Maybe he wanted to pick something from the compound, and he was stopped by the dogs. So you can see either way, a dog is very, very important member of the family. And the young man holding the tire is also a member of the family. So we are taking this opportunity for the dogs at least to know the members of the family during these activities. If there is someone at home who is comfortable around the dogs, you can even give them the treats so that they play with the dogs, but you should be sure that they under instruction. Like for me, the young man, he cannot hold the dogs, so I usually don't allow him to let the dogs loose when I'm around. I think we are done with the exercises for today, so keep watching, guys, for the next episode, for the next project we are going to do today. We still have a walk to the farm, and for today's walk, I told you guys it will be a little different. We'll talk. Keep watching. Watch till the end, guys. Watch till the end. A lot more to come. So guys, I told you that today's walk will be a little bit different, and usually because I'll be handling Bruce on Whisky on her own, and then going back for Bruce, because the two of them is a challenge. I think the next time I come out with Bruce and Whisky, I'll be with my neighbor, my friend, and also a YouTuber, Swing Boy Official, .ke. He'll be helping me with Whisky during the walk. So Whisky usually has a lot of energy. As you can see, she's always sniffing around. She gets distracted, but she'll always notice that she doesn't always notice that you're not around. She'll go 2-3 steps, 3 seconds, 5 seconds before realizing that you've moved on. That is when she'll rush back, but I think that is because she's still a pup. She's still a puppy. What the difference between Whisky and Bruce is that Bruce is more confident. Bruce is very much more confident. If you hear something in the bush, Bruce will stand alert, but for Whisky, she'll look for reassurance first. She'll look at me first. So if I panic, she will also panic. But with Bruce, he will not panic. Even if it is something that made me panic, Bruce will react. But I think that will be corrected. Building confidence in a dog is not that much of a big deal. Just taking care of the dog and the basic training we've done today. So this is usually my normal walk. I usually walk from my home. Our farm is along the river, so I walk with the dogs along the river because this route usually has very minimal traffic. As you can see, there is a farm being dug. So this farm, previously when I passed through here, this was a field where cattle were grazing. I think this is the first time the owner of the farm is taking the action of plowing the farm in a while. I think in the last year, the whole of last year, this farm had not been plowed. So the reason we take this route is that because of the minimal human traffic. Last time I say that, but we ran into a pack of dogs. But I realized that they usually come here at a given time because there's a guy who also brought his dogs to swim. Actually, it is at this moment where we are. I even had a short video on his dogs. He had 3 dogs, 2 German Shepherds and a Rottweiler. They were swimming in this area. So you can imagine walking with Whisky and meeting 2 German Shepherds and a Rottweiler, and she's not on a leash. And those guys, they usually even don't walk with a stick. They even don't train their dogs. So I'm usually very much afraid. That is why I usually walk with him with her leashed. But as from today, as you can see, this is the plan. I'll be walking with one of them or even 2 of them once I can manage, because I believe this is more free. I am more free at the moment. I can hold the camera and take a video at the same time, other than when I used to, when you're walking holding the chain, although there are instances where I will have to chain her. When someone is coming, when we have someone coming over, the people are usually scared when they see a black animal with ears, paying very much attention to them, and the way she is healthy, they will tell you to get a hold of. Hey guys, so we've reached the end of the road with Whisky for today. We are heading back. We'll be using just the same route. So let me hurry back because I know the dog is tired. The dog is very tired, but you can see she's still eager. I think she can walk all day. So we are heading back. Maybe I can give Slimmy a call. He can meet me along the way, but he's afraid of Bruce. I don't know whether he'll be able to come and meet me along the way. I think I'll just have to head home. Fortunately, it's a very short walk, about 5-minute walk before I get there. But let me try to see if the dog can get into the water. Unfortunately, she's not sure of the depth. So we'll be walking home. Then once we get Bruce, we'll share more experiences. As you can see, Whisky is very, very eager to play. She can play the whole way. So
Fetch.
let's keep watching, guys. Let's keep watching. I promised you that we will share our whole daily routine today with the puppies. And I decided to break down the walks so that I can take a walk with Whisky and see how she behaves when she's walking alone, especially off leash. And I have learned a couple of things. She doesn't wander. She doesn't move so far from you unless you're playing a game of fetch. She stays very close, but still when she's agitated, it only takes a few seconds for her to leave. So we'll keep doing this closely, but towards this side, because where I usually do the morning walks, we have some dogs which usually they have made it a contest of waiting for me in the morning, always
Home.
to bark at me, and it is usually, especially when I'm tired and the pulling, I'm not comfortable with it. So I would just like to be walking with the dog freely.
Home.
Walking with
Turn
the
the home.
dog. I don't want to be keeping them on the leash all the time. You know, even in this way, if she comes across a rabbit or a monkey, monkeys are very common in this area. She can try and catch it. But when she's on a leash, it's like you've limited her scope of playing. But as you can see, she's taking the lead, and she loves to do that. Even when we are walking, the two of them, Bruce and Whisky, you'll notice that Whisky will be the one who will always want to be in front of the pack, taking the lead. It usually brings some arguments. So we are heading towards home. You can see this is our riverside. Our farm is also by the river, so I am just walking along the river. Then I'll be branching to go into our home to pick this. But you can see, guys, the environment is beautiful. Despite there not being rain for 3 months, we still have some green in our environment, and the river is not yet dried, not completely dried. So keep watching, guys, keep watching.
Home. Home. Home.
So along the river we are blessed. We have very many trees, but unfortunately they are the same species of trees. We have eucalyptus trees. This means that there's not much wildlife, but this is only along people's farms, because we have a forest which was grown where at some times there are usually monkeys in the forest. So this is a point of our river where it is usually shallow. It has rocks at the bottom, so you can just walk across. So this is where I'll try to build confidence with the dog or get into the water, because
Fetch.
the previous place she's not been able to get into the water. So let's spend some time here and see. Enjoy the sounds, enjoy the water flowing, guys. This is the riverside. You can see it is peaceful. This is the whole point of a nature walk. This is why I walk my dog, to get some peace of mind. When work issues are too much, when life is not at its best, you walk to the river with your puppy. Just relax, let the dog have some fun. Have some fun with your dog. As you can see, she's getting a little bit courageous, more and more courageous. I think the moment we come back with Bruce, the story will be different. Maybe she'll even get into the deep end. But she's trying. She's trying. What I like about her is that she's not running. She's not being distracted by other sounds, by other activities around. You can see she's just focused on what we are doing. So that is a rock. This place is very nice. Just walk on. She'll figure it out very soon. She'll figure it out, hopefully. But she's a smart dog. She'll figure it out. We just need a better treat for her to get into the river. Let's wait and see. So guys, let's enjoy the sounds. I'll be going to get Bruce, and we'll be here in a few minutes. So keep watching guys. Watch till the end.
Fetch.
So enough of the river. Let's head back home. If she's not getting into the water, let's head back home.
Go.
I think when we get to the forest, I'll need to put her on a leash because we usually have very many people there. Especially at this time, they'll have come to fetch water, and there are some strategic points of the forest. So I don't want her to be stuck, but let's wait and see. I've not seen. So the forest is straight ahead. But the dog, let her be curious for the first time. Let her learn her environment. So there are places when I am not with Whisky, I cannot even go and try to peep. I usually only go to such areas when I have the dog. Even in some areas along this river and some areas of our forest, I usually hesitate because we usually have very large cobras in this environment of ours. I think they've been here for a few decades. They've grown in number. So once in a while you'll find when the environment is not conducive in the rivers or in the forest, you'll interact with them, maybe crossing the river from one side to the other. And it is usually a very scary event, especially if you have dogs. And that is another reason why I usually keep the dogs on a leash, because they've never seen a snake, so they will not know what to do. She might end up being bitten. You can see the foliage, the way the forest is big. Although there's been some clearing recently, she's having a lot of fun. This is the goodness of having her off leash. And this can only happen when she's alone. When they're with Bruce, I doubt she'll be this calm. I highly doubt. I think there'll be a lot of fighting, a lot of confrontation. They'll be looking for other dogs, sniffing out things to chase. But you can see she's just interested in the smaller part of our environment. But I am still concerned. As I've told you, you can see this is a nearly cleared area. I think the owner wants to start some farming. So initially there was a very big bush here. Very big bush. I think there is a video I uploaded where we had come for a walk, and there was a whole gang of dogs during, I think they were mating. There was a whole gang of dogs in this area. So the clearing, I think, will help a little, but that reduces the chances of the areas of playing for Whisky and Bruce, because if the owner plants maize there, then the next it will be a no-go zone. But we'll still have a large area. You can see the forest is big, very big, very big. We will not even be going into the forest. Yes, you can see the trees. You can imagine how old those trees are. We will not be going into that forest. We will just be walking across this path. It is some kind of a field. We will walk across, then from there we will head home. It is easier than going through the forest. I can't go with the Whisky through the forest because you might run away into the bushes, and you never know. You never know what she will come across. So these are the areas where I say that they are strategic areas to fetch water, but fortunately I think we are here before our timing was perfect. So nobody is here at the moment. So Whisky can have her fun. If she wanted to jump into the water, she could have enjoyed herself at this time, because later you'll find very many activities, people washing their clothes, people bathing. But this is a very cool place to relax. Lots of the nature, the river flowing, the birds singing, and just activity. You can see she's very amazed. Actually, the reason why I'm assuming she's energetic is that we don't get to do this almost every day. That's why she's not getting tired. She keeps running, knowing that she won't have this chance to do all these activities in one day, because my ideal routine is waking up, letting them out for a few minutes, then taking a walk with them with the leash. I usually take this route, but because I'm usually in a hurry, I usually come with them on a leash. Up to my target is usually time. So the walk I usually do is 15 minutes from home, 15 minutes back, which is 30 minutes. And the time I give them to play around at home is around 20 minutes. So in the morning they do that for 50 minutes, that is close to 1 hour. Then in the evening, if I'm not heading for the night shift, I usually do the same. I'll give them a walk, 15 minutes for each of them. So Bruce joined us. I didn't record part of the video where we came back with him, because of editing purposes. I think the video might be too long. So as you can see, we are back to the area where I said we have a very good forest, but unfortunately it is just eucalyptus trees. And this is a safe area to let the dogs roam free, because I can see
Unajua sababu baya nikirekodi unaona Blaze na behave na kuja nyuma.
I can see oncoming people and other dogs. You can see the dogs. They've been running around the area. They know the area. That's why they're running around. Let's see if both of them together can encourage each other to get into the water. So Bruce knows this area. Very well. So guys, after this we'll be heading back home. The dog will be on a leash so that we can get back home soon, and they can avoid playfulness while we get back. So there is the story about the puppies that didn't make it, the 6 puppies from which we were to give subscribers, our lucky subscribers. So guys, don't worry about that. We'll still be having puppies at the end. Always, that is our motto. Remember, I've said the target is to finish mongrels, not to eat them or to kill them, but to provide options, cheaper options of trainable dogs in our village, so that we can be secure from thieves and from hyena farmers also. So from here, once the dogs are done, because this is the entire day of activity, they will not be, I don't think at night, after having a whole day of running around, I don't think they'll be very active at night. I'll only place them strategically somewhere in the compound, where in case someone decides again they want to come and use the compound as their bed.
Oh, imeenda.
Mike.
Imeenda. Rusha kitu ndani.
Wow, so that was a close call. We almost lost the ball. Hey, very interesting, guys. Very interesting. I always tell you to watch until the end. You can see
Zioni. Ah, iza maze.
Slimy jumped into the river to save the ball for a few seconds. I was not sure. I thought the ball was lost. I thought the ball was lost. So guys, this is the last part before we head back home. I think we've had a good day. If you want me to add something into my routine, you can let me know in the comments. If you think I'm working my dogs too hard during the day, or I should introduce something else, please let me know in the comments. So guys, let's head back home. And we'll close the video. Once we get there, we'll talk from there. So let's enjoy the nature. Let the dogs play. Let the puppies play. And I'll be talking. Keep watching, guys.
Unajua shida ni aioni. Yenyewe inaweza achilia, iko na ufala, unaona? Haki sijaishika. Imagine sija capture hiyo moment. Kizi meno zake ni sharp maze. Zeke nyororo tu. 5 minutes ingine imekataa kuingia. Kwa kufanya hivi.
So guys, we are back home. This was quite an adventure. Actually, I've never had such a day before. We've done a lot of things. We've had some fun. We've taken walks. In fact, 2 walks. And even a mini rescue mission from Slimy Boy. Big up. So these 2 dogs love their walks. I'm glad I could bring you along. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Guys, thank you for watching till the end. Watch our other keep watching our other videos. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, and stay tuned for more. Thank you, guys.